Hello, good morning. I've got a few things going on this week, so I thought that I would bring you all along with me. So today's Tuesday. I actually took yesterday off because we had spent the weekend tidying and doing a big deep clean of the house, so I needed the rest day yesterday. Jack's parents actually came over to help us out with the house, which was really handy because we had sort of fallen behind with some of the house upkeep just with everything going on, so it was really nice to have some help just sort of tackling all that. But unsurprisingly, it did leave me very worn out, so yeah, I took yesterday off. So today is going to be my first stream of the week. Tuesday's a normal stream day for me. I don't know what we're going to be streaming. I actually didn't schedule a specific activity, but I put a poll in the Discord earlier just to see what people are feeling. So it's either, I think, going to be co-working or playing some tiny bookshop. I'll have to check the poll results soon. And otherwise, just sort of been having a very low-key morning, just sort of getting ready and starting the day. I have a little bit of a cold, so I was kind of trying to take it easy. And then I'm going to grab some lunch and get ready for stream. Also, I just had some ramen for lunch. It smells like ramen in my office now. That's okay though. So I did a poll in the Discord for what we were going to do today. Now, Tiny Bookshop did have one more vote than co-working, but that wasn't including my vote. And I decided to do some co-working. If like no one had picked co-working and like 4 people had picked Tiny Bookshop, we would have done Tiny Bookshop. But some people picked co-working. Some people picked both co-working and Tiny Bookshop. But yeah, I decided to do some co-working today for a couple reasons. Number one is that I took the day off yesterday for good reason. I needed the rest day because we had a really busy weekend, but I have some work to do. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is I thought it would be a good day to do some on together because since my last stream, I have signed up for an event called the Scoop Olympics that our friend Tom Scoop is hosting, which is basically me and a bunch of other people. Well, I'm in a team with some folks, but you can also take part as an individual. Throughout February and like the first week of March as well, it's 5 weeks, you play games and you get points for playing games. You get points for different things. So each week has a theme, so you get a little bit of extra points if you play a game that's in the theme. You get points if you play with other people participating in the Scoop Olympics, points for doing it on stream and stuff like that. So I'm part of the Scoop Olympics now. I'm in a team with Jack and then a few people that we met in the Scoop Olympics Discord. And the theme for this week is, it's called Co-op Chaos Week. Doesn't have to be chaos, but that means that we get bonus points for doing multiplayer, like cooperative games. I can't remember whether On Together counts, but it might count. So in addition to, I need to do some work today. I have work to do. I was hoping that people would pick co-working, to be honest. I could have just done it and not done a vote, but I wanted to vote in case no one was feeling co-working today. But in addition to needing to catch up on some work, we have On Together going, and it's my hope that that will count for Scoop Olympics. I need to make a Scoop Olympics command also. So I will be running a couple of additional things like alongside streams and stuff for that. Like for example, I'm gonna open up a community Animal Crossing event. I gotta put together the details of it, but I'm gonna put something together for that. But yeah, keep an eye out for those. Joey has brought you a glow-in-the-dark ball. Oh my gosh, and he's here. Hi, Joey. Hi. You brought a glow-in-the-dark ball for Crumbop? How you doing? Yeah, okay. Okay, bye. Hello. Oh, someone asked me about the task list and the Pomo. Well, I shared the link for the task list. Rython Dev, who makes the one that I use, also has a free version. But the difference with the free version is that users can't have more than one task at a time. So you just have one task, which is the same really as, well, not exactly the same, but it's not dissimilar to Super Sweetbot, which a lot of people use anyway. So that's the free version. And then this one is a one-time payment of, I want to say it was like $25. Don't quote me on the price, but it's just like a one-time payment. And then you have it. You have it forever. And then the Pomo timer that I use, I think it's just called like minimal Pomo timer. I don't remember who makes it, and I don't think it says anywhere Cool, cool. I need to do some work on the iPad today, but when I came in here and then went to move it off the desk, I discovered that it was in fact dead. So, oops. I went and plugged it in. So, it's I'm rectifying the situation, but I gotta wait a bit for it to charge up. Classic. I have an alternative provided that's free, but it doesn't look like this. Oh, you're talking about one of the stream things? You're talking about either the Pomo timer or the task list, presumably? These are both quite customizable as well. I mean, only to a certain degree, but yeah, these are both a bit customizable as well. And like I said, I like that this task list is one-time payment. That's one of the reasons that I don't use Super Sweetbot. Oh no, I know where the task list came from. It's the timer, because they're from separate places. I don't remember where the timer came from. The task list is from Rython Dev, who, like I said, does have a free version, but the free version you can only put one task at a time. But always good to have multiple options. But yeah, I don't like that with Super Sweetbot is a subscription. Yeah, I don't love that. I also don't, just from a personal, like, I don't like that the messages come from Super Sweetbot and not from my own bot. So that was another reason. But also, yeah, the subscription model is like, I kind of get it, but also kind of don't. This one's a one-time payment. And I'm in the Discord. I get access to updates whenever they update it. I can just get them from the Discord server. So, and like I said, they have a free version, which is great. We used to use the free version. I could probably find the Pomo if I just search. Oh yeah, I think it's this one. Literally the first thing that came up when I searched minimal Pomo timer stream. Don't quote me on it, but that looks familiar. I mean, like I said, it is just called minimal Pomo timer. Anyway, it's time to get ready for focus. Good morning. It's Wednesday now, around 11, I think, approaching 11 a.m. I ended up just having a pretty low-key Tuesday. I ended up doing some co-working on stream, like you saw, because I had a lot of little tasks I needed to get caught up on. So that went fine. And then after that, I just had some creamy chicken pasta sauce left over. So I just cooked up some pasta to go with that to have for supper. And then I just hung out and played Minecraft with Jack for the evening. So all in all, not too exciting. Today is my day off of streams. So normally what I would do is I would use Wednesday to either rest and or catch up on like video editing and other content creation tasks that are not streams, because on the days that I stream, the streaming takes like a lot of my sort of allotted energy for that day. So Wednesdays are either for resting if I'm particularly low energy that week, or for sort of knocking out a bunch of tasks, basically. Today, though, I think I'm going to do something that I don't normally do, which I have quite a few sort of out of the house tasks. Normally, I don't really go out that much. And if we're going out for tasks, we usually do it on the weekend when Jack's not working so we can go do them together. But I'm feeling I've got a bit of motivation. So like I said, this weekend just gone, spent a lot of the weekend clearing out the house. So we do have a couple of piles of things to take to charity shop for donation. And also I got shown an advert for a KFC cheese melt chicken burger, which sounds kind of good. So I might also treat myself to picking one of those up. And that was my other motivation for like maybe going out and doing the stuff today. I've just seen under my computer, like underneath my PC case is so dusty. So I think at some point I need to like just fully pick that up and dust underneath it. So I might need to tackle that when I get back because that's really bad. But anyway, I got distracted. So taking things to the charity shop, I also have to return an Amazon order. Some community members very nicely gifted me Pokemon Legends ZA, which was really exciting. And it arrived a few weeks ago and the case was in its plastic wrap as usual with the, Nintendo writing on it. took off the plastic, opened up the case, no cartridge. It was just completely empty. So I did just end up ordering a separate one myself because I didn't want to wait until I had returned it and the refund had been processed for me to then have a new copy. I didn't want to wait for that. So I did just end up ordering my own one, but we do still, people did still pay the money for that. So I do need to get it refunded. So unfortunately, I don't know if it's just the way that Throne defaults to, but you have to go to like an Asda drop-off to return them, or at least the last couple ones that I've had to do. I've had to go through Asda, so I got to go all the way into Pool for that. Also, there's two blue tits hanging out outside the window. Just they're kind of shy as birds go, so it's nice to see them sort of getting a chance. There's usually other types of birds around that scare them off. Like sparrows and robins and stuff. So it's nice to see the two of them just kind of chilling and hanging out. It's distracting me, sorry. Listen, I don't think my ADHD meds have kicked in yet. It happens. Charity shop, Amazon return. While I'm at the charity shop, I actually want to have a look for, I've been sort of in want of one or two just like really big, baggy sweatshirts, honestly, for like the wintertime. This one's like pretty baggy as my sweatshirt collection goes, but I just want a couple of just like really big oversized ones, and I could very easily find something like that at Primark or something, but consumerism, fast fashion stuff, I'd rather have a look at the charity shop, especially since I'm going anyway. Oh, the sun just went away. Okay, well, could you come back? Okay, well, everything's gonna be darker. I've said this before, like I really need to be, oh, it's back. Thank you. I really need to be like using not just the window light, but anyway, I'm trying to list all the stuff that I am supposed to be doing, and then I keep going off on different tangents. This is the neurodivergent experience. Okay, charity shop, both to donate and to have a little look around. I'm doing the return at Asda. I need to go to Pets at Home to pick up a specific, we call them green bars, but they're basically like chewy bars that are supposed to help with your dog's like dental hygiene. And Joey really likes them. So we need to go to, I think they're a Pets at Home exclusive, or at least they're, I don't know. But anyway, that's where we get them from. So I'm going to be in the area, so I'm going to pick some of those up. And then I also would like to go to the laundromat because we have, from the sort of tidying, there were lots of bits of clothes just like kind of left around. So those have all sort of been consolidated like into the hamper now. So there is like a lot of laundry all of a sudden, like from that process. But also just in general in the winter time, we really struggle with, we don't have a dryer here. So we have to dry our stuff on the line. And when the weather is particularly like cold and or wet, it can make drying the clothes a little bit difficult. So then it takes a lot longer for them to dry on the line, so we can't get through the loads as quickly. The sun's gone away again. So we end up sort of like piling up laundry in the wintertime as a result of that. So what we did, it was not long after we moved in, actually, we did it because with the moving process, we had accumulated a lot of laundry. We took a lot of it to a laundromat that has like a laundry service where you can just sort of drop off your stuff and they will wash it for you, dry it for you. We're only going to take stuff that can go in the dryer. Wash it for you, dry it for you, fold it up, and then you can like come and collect it later in the day. I am a little bit worried that it's too late in the day now for me to do that because I think last time we did it, we dropped it off like first thing in the morning. And it's like I said, it's like 11-ish or approaching 11 or maybe gone 11 by now. I don't know. So I am a little bit worried that it's maybe like too late. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to bring the stuff with me and I'll be nearby. So I think I'm just going to like swing by and see and be like, hey, can you still do this today? And if not, then I'll just have to do it a different day. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to just get the last few things together and head out. Also, I was trying something a little bit different with my hair today. This side I was like pretty happy with. And then I tried for like 10, 15 minutes to get this side to match and it's just not having it. So I'm not so happy with this side. This side, I'm like still on the fence about, to be honest. I don't know how I feel about it. I wanted it off my face, but I don't like the way that it looks when it's like all pulled back for like a bun or a ponytail or something. I don't feel like I have the hairline or face shape for that. So I still kind of like it like down-ish. I was just going to do like full braided pigtails. I do those sometimes, but like, I don't know. I was trying something a little bit different. I don't know how I feel about it. But it's fine. We don't really know that many people locally anyway. And the people that I did know, I don't think would care what my hair looked like while I was out running errands, so it's fine. Sorry, oh my gosh, sorry. My brain is so tired. I did not sleep well last night again. I can't remember if I said it yesterday or not, but I didn't sleep well the night before. I don't know what it is, so I might need to take one of my sleep meds this evening just so that I can like make sure I sort of conk out solidly for the night and sort of catch up on a little bit of sleep. But yeah, I'm a little bit more groggy and fuzzy brained than usual. So just gotta wake up my brain, collect my thoughts a little bit. The birds are still out there. I love that for them. One of them's all puffed up. You know how birds like puff up in the wintertime? Love that. Love that for them. There's also a young like blackbird out there hanging out with them too. We love to see it. Actually, speaking of the birds, I had a suctioned bird feeder on my window, which actually fell down randomly yesterday. So I need to sort of clean off the suction cups a little bit and then like rehang that at some point, especially because it's like wintertime. It's more important than ever that the birds are being fed at places that they expect to be fed. So yeah, I need to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that today, but I am just making a mental note and saying it out loud to y'all. I was going to say so y'all can hold me accountable, but you won't be seeing this until like well after the fact anyway, but hold me accountable. I need to put that back up at some point soon. Okay, enough rambling. I'm going. I'm starting my errands. I'm going. Okay, here we go. Okay, the sun is very bright. I've dropped off the laundry. I've returned the Amazon package. I've acquired the grain sticks. There were no pets in Pets at Home for me to look at, so no cute pets today, sadly, but that's okay. They're, I think the sign said they were on holiday while they were redoing their enclosure. I don't know if they said enclosure, but anyway, all done. So all that's left is to pick up some lunch, which ideally I would go to the charity shop and then do lunch, but I'm closer to KFC than I am to the charity shop. So KFC first, and then I'll probably just sit and eat it in the car so it doesn't get too cold, and then dropping the stuff off at Julia's house, and then home. Cool. I wonder if I can clip this somewhere that would make sense. Probably not, this being my microphone. Maybe I can put it here. Does this make sense? Hopefully that's okay. I didn't end up getting the cheesy burger because it was kind of intimidating. It was a little bit intimidating. I got a zinger burger instead, which I'd not actually had the zingers before because I wasn't sure how spicy it was, and I'm not very good at spice. So got a zinger burger. Also, I felt like with the lettuce and the mayo, it was like maybe a bit lighter and fresher, as it were. So yeah. Anyway, sitting and eating that. I get really self-conscious about like filming in public, and even just like filming little clips, not like sitting talking, filming in public. So this is new for me. Also, I've already taken some bites out of the burger, so it's good though. It's a good level of spice for me. The like bread and lettuce and mayonnaise like balance it out a bit, so it's not like too spicy. Then I've got the fries, and then I got a Tango for Jack because I'm not really like big on soft drinks. So, but I did want the fries, and if you're getting fries in the burger, you might as well get the meal. So I got a Tango for Jack. Ooh, that's hot. I mean, good, I guess, because it means it's fresh, but like it's too hot for my mouth. It's nice though. I don't know when they changed to start putting the like special seasoning on the fries, but I really like it. I really like it. Yeah, I don't really like do fast food that often, partly because like we kind of live in the countryside. Like I'm in Poole currently, but we live like more in the countryside of Dorset, so there's not really like fast food near us other than here. But also a lot of like the most common ones ended up on the BDS list, like McDonald's, Burger King, Domino's, stuff like that. KFC is like one of the only ones that's not on that list. So I have gotten like KFC a bit more in the last couple years for that reason. So, plus it's nice. I like fried chicken, and it's not something I can really make very easily for myself at home without making a mess. So, also my chicken piece is like very thin here and much thicker. Like thin and then much thicker at this side. It's very uneven, so. And I'm losing my lettuce. Oh my gosh, okay. My lettuce is all sliding out. Oh no. I paid good money for that lettuce. Ooh, mayonnaise is so tangy. I don't actually really like mayonnaise that much, to be honest. It's more a means to an end. Like, I've started putting it on like certain sandwiches and stuff like that. Like, I think it makes sense in a sandwich like this. And I wouldn't put a different, I don't know what other sauce I would put, so. Or like if I was having like a turkey club kind of stuff, like a BLT, you know, mayonnaise makes sense there, but I don't really like mayonnaise that much, so. The bits where the chicken piece is nice and thick are like, they're really good bites, but like, there's bits where it's like really thin and then kind of sad. Just get like the essence of the chicken and then the mayonnaise in those bites. And they never look like the pictures. That was part of the reason I was a little like intimidated by the cheesy one. It's like it sounded really good and it looked really good, but then I was like, if that like cheese isn't melted or the cheese sauce is like not very hot, it's gonna like congeal really quickly and stuff. I don't know. Spicy. I mean, I knew it would be spicy, but as I've said, I don't have a very good spice tolerance, so it's a little spicy for me. But that's okay. I actually really like spicy food. I just am not very good at it. Like, the pizza that I like to get from well, I alternate between two pizzas. But the pizza that I like to get is called Inferno, and it's got, like, chilies and andouille on it and stuff, and it's too spicy for me, really. But it's also really tasty. So, I just suffer. And let me see if the fries are still too hot. Oh, no, that's better. Although, that one's out of the little bag, so kind of cooled a bit. Oh, big one. But yeah, I really like the seasoning that they do on these. And it is really nice with the gravy, but also the gravy is like really, really expensive. So, unless you're already getting like a bundle that comes with, because the gravy I think counts as a side rather than like a dip. So it's like at least £2 for just a little pot of gravy, possibly more, but it is nice. What I could do is go home and make gravy with some granules and then just heat up the chips a little in the air fryer, but that's okay. I'd have to kind of like rush home, and like I said, I want to like look around the charity shop for some like a sweatshirt, so I don't want to have to rush doing that. Also, I wish I had something sweet. Like, I like to have something sweet after I eat savory food, or something minty. I could just put, I was chewing gum earlier, but I could just put another piece of gum in. But I don't like the like savory flavors staying in my mouth after I've eaten, basically. I don't know. I mean, I just have a real sweet tooth anyway, but I could have some of Jack's Tango, but then the paper straw is going to start disintegrating, so I think I will just suffer through temporarily until I get home, and then maybe I'll have a little snack. So yeah, gonna finish my fries on the way to Julia's house, and then go do my charity shopping, and then that's my last task. Well, drop off the stuff and, and then look around, but they're at the same place, so they're linked. But yeah, here we go. Hello. Yes, I'm back. Hello. You can come up. Here. Hello. Hello. The little crows that pop up when someone dies. Oh, defeating enemy region with a nascent crow exploding after duration, right? It's Thursday morning now. I am very, very sleepy. I did end up taking one of my sleep pills yesterday to help me get some sleep, but it does mean that I am just a little bit sort of groggy still as I
sort of am waking up from that. I'm also just like really physically tired from just, carrying over from last weekend, all the cleaning and tidying, and then being sort of out and about doing stuff yesterday as well. I am still sort of still recovering from the weekend, and then also now recovering in addition, sort of all the stuff yesterday. So I'm not feeling 100% today. I also am getting a little bit of a cold, I think, or I'm at least like quite sort of run down and sort of having cold like stuff from that. So I'm not feeling 100%. As a result of that, actually am considering changing my stream schedule, because normally what we would do on Thursdays normally are Animal Crossing day. So I have a themed island that I'm working on. I've done a couple in the past. You might have seen the island tours from a couple of the themed ones. But currently we're working on a forest island, like a very, natural, lots of trees, foresty island. So normally on Thursdays I would work on that. But one, as I've just said, I am not feeling 100%. And especially because I put those VODs on YouTube, on my VODs channel, I like to be a little bit more presentable and a little bit more switched on for those ones, just because they do like reach a somewhat wider audience. Not that there's anything wrong with like having a bit more of a brain off stream or like stuff that's like a little bit more low key, but just from sort of personal preference, I don't always feel super confident in doing the Animal Crossing streams when I'm like super switched off or when I'm like not feeling 100% and stuff like that. But also in addition to that, and sort of tying in with the like switched off thing, and sort of, the VOD like reaching more people, I also don't have anything planned for today. Normally I would try and have something like, if a villager was moving out, I would have set up to like do a villager hunt. I would have gotten lots of Nook Miles ticket, or if not, then I would maybe, have a portion of the island that I had planned that we were going to work on to decorate next. And I don't have any plan for that, which I also then sort of get self-conscious about. Like I worry that it leads to like I can be like really indecisive and stuff, and so that indecision can sort of be less engaging content, basically, which again is like fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's just the kind of person that I am. But just specifically for the ones that go on YouTube, as well, the themed Animal Crossing island, I just am like a little bit more selective with when I choose not to do those, for various reasons. So yeah, for those reasons, I am considering not working on the Animal Crossing island today, the themed island. I don't know what I want to do instead, because Thursday's a gaming day. I don't want to do more co-working because we're already co-working tomorrow, we're co-working Sunday, and I ended up co-working on Tuesday, which normally it would be Monday co-working, Tuesday gaming or art, but I didn't stream Monday, so yeah, Tuesday ended up being co-working. So I'm not going to co-work today. So I am trying to figure out like what cozy game might be like the right vibe. Like I could do some Animal Crossing and just not put it on YouTube. Like if I just work on like sort of the kind of admin that I would usually do off stream, but just do it on stream and just have like a very like low key chit chatty kind of one, and I don't put it on YouTube. That could be an option. Like if I do still work on that island, or I could also play on my main island. I have been playing that like every day, not forever, but for the last couple months I've been playing it like pretty much every day, going in, talking to my villagers, and I'm also working currently on getting all of the villager photos. I am only missing one. Goldie will not give me her photo. I was playing, I put in a clip from playing when I was playing the other day, but yeah, I have been trying for ages to get Goldie's photo, and it's just a chance. Like it's once you hit the required friendship level, and I've been at that friendship level for ages, but once you hit that required level and you give them a gift of above a certain value, they will give you a gift back, and at a certain point that has a chance to be their photo. So I'm not like, because for ages I was worried that I was like doing something wrong, or that she'd maybe like already given me her photo and you could only get one, and I had just like misplaced it, which is not, you can get multiple photos. I actually, in the process of doing that, one of my other villagers, Lily, actually gave me a second photo, so I was like, oh, Okay, okay, and then I looked it up, and yeah, you can get multiple. So it's not that. It's I think it's literally just an issue of probability, and the odds have just not been in my favor because I have been gifting just Goldie now. Because for a while I was giving them all gifts, and then once I had most of the photos, I was just giving gifts to the villagers who I hadn't gotten photos from. But now it's just Goldie. But I've been giving her gifts for pretty much like, I would say like 90% of the days for the last like 2 or 3 months. Oh man. Oh, I love her, but it's stressing me out. It's pissing me off a little bit, to be honest. So I could go in and do like my Animal Crossing dailies on like my main Switch, which is something I would be doing at some point today anyway. So I could just do that on stream. We could do a little hotel room. We could do a little Happy Home Paradise build. Actually, I want to do a Happy Home Paradise build challenge. Well, not challenge. Host a build event, basically a decoration event in Animal Crossing, as part of the Scoop Olympics, which I mentioned earlier. But as part of that event, one of the things that you can get like bonus points for is if you host a sort of community challenge kind of thing with like viewer submissions and stuff like that. So in order to sort of get some bonus points for that, I thought I might host an Animal Crossing build event, sort of like a, the snow is melting, winter's coming to an end, let's, celebrate winter with a sort of cozy, snowy winter themed build kind of thing. So I do want to maybe like host, I say maybe, I've already made a little graphic for it. That's one of the things I was working on Tuesday. So in theory, I could like just commit to announcing that and then just do my own build for that. I could maybe like do that today. That's an option actually, because I should probably like get that out into the world sooner rather than later. The fact that I am planning on hosting that, I should probably like, announce that and start sort of publicizing it. So maybe that's what I do actually, because I have really been enjoying doing the Animal Crossing lately. And like I said, it's something that I would be doing today anyway, not necessarily the build, but certainly at least like opening up the game and doing my dailies and stuff like that. So maybe I'll just do that, because that can be like, that's pretty like low key. The decorating, not so much, but if there's no like pressure, because if it's like a Happy Home Paradise build, I can always like start it, and then if I don't like it, I can like go back and change it. So yeah, that might be a good option actually. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, that's in about an hour and a half. It's like 11:30 currently. I already had some cereal for breakfast. I think I'm gonna make some stir fry for lunch, because I have some little broccoli stems chopped up, and I have a lot of mushrooms that need using up. So because I had some mushrooms in the ramen the other day, I'm going to have some mushroom and broccoli stir fry today, I think. I like doing that. Those are a couple of fairly easy and tasty and like relatively nutritious lunches that I do, because I talked a little bit, I've probably mentioned it in a few videos, but I talked a little bit in my New Year, like my resolutions. One of them is just to like be better at lunchtime, basically. I'm not always very good at, I don't have the energy to like cook during the middle of the day. And so then if I don't have something that's like made for me already, like leftovers or something I've batch prepared, then I sometimes like won't have lunch, or just like won't have a very nutritious lunch. Like I'll just have like a little snack or something, and that's not enough food. So yeah, doing the instant ramens and putting like like I'll chop up some mushrooms, fry them off, remove them, and then make the instant ramen in that pan. That's pretty good. And then also, yeah, some broccoli and mushroom stir fry. And I actually keep frozen broccoli sort of on deck for that reason. And then we have mushrooms, or I also have like tins of mushrooms just as like a backup, if I don't happen to have any fresh ones in. But anyway, I'm gonna do that for lunch, I think. Before that, I think I'm gonna just tidy the desk a tiny bit. You can kind of see some of it is not the most tidy. When we were doing all of the cleaning and tidying this weekend just gone, we didn't touch my office, because I said that I already have plans to do like a big dedicated tidy and reorganization of my office on Sunday. That's actually why we're doing a co-working stream on Sunday, because I don't normally stream on the weekends. So I specifically was like, okay, I'm gonna take Sunday and dedicate that to reorganize a lot of the stuff in here. So it's still untidy in here because we didn't do that this weekend gone, but I'm just gonna tidy up some of the stuff on my desk. before lunch, I think, and just check in with like a little bit of my admin, my emails and stuff like that, and then make my stir fry, and then I think I'm committing. I think I'm gonna do Animal Crossing, but not the YouTube one for stream today. So that'll be the plan. Let's dive in with that. Also, I am wearing my new really big sweatshirt that I got from the charity shop, which, you know, like, should I have washed it before I wear it? Probably, but I wanted to be really comfy cozy, and, you know, it just felt like the right vibe, so I'm wearing it even though I haven't washed it yet. It's fine.
I kind of forgot to get a place to stay. For real. That's okay, Hornsby. I'll build you a VIP room. The themes are fun. I'll do a little theme. I think I'm going to do the library room. I'll do like a little book nook. I'm very indecisive also, y'all. Just so strap in. Okay, I'm happy with that. All done. I hope you enjoy your room, Hornsby. Have a nice stay. Oh, look, he's wearing a little Argyle sweater. Matches the Argyle tile. Arg tile. This is the comfiest looking room I've ever seen. How'd you get my style down so perfectly? Maybe I should renovate my house to look like this VIP room. Not too much work. Schnozzle. He says schnozzle. Stop. That's so cute. Oh, okay. There's there's Goldie. Is her name Victoria? I think her name's Victoria. Hi, Goldie. I have a gift for you. Please give me your photo. Goldie, please. It's been so long. Okay. Well, one of these days. Also, my work uniform is very not winter appropriate. I'm probably freezing my butt off, but that's okay. All right, so do we want to go for like cabin-y vibes? But maybe like modern cabin, you know? Because I'm not, I feel like I have a tendency with this sort of like theme to just go like full like rustic cabin. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, we'll go like modern cabin. Okay, I think I'm happy with the outside. We're going in. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is what I did inside. Okay, I do really like that wall. Hence why I put it down and then didn't do anything else. Okay, sorry, hang on a second. I've just gotten an email. I just need to double check that it's not a time sensitive thing, because if it is, I need to do it. Okay, no, actually, hang on. I probably should respond to this real quick. It's the Dorset MECFS responding clinic with fatigue management groups, and there's like only a handful of spaces left, so sorry, hang on, gang. And because it says there's only 4 spaces left. And if it was like a marketing thing where they were like, oh, you know, grab your space now, but this is an actual like, you know, this is for like a very limited, like, they're not, it's important, exactly. They're not adding false urgency to try and like get my money or anything. I'm not paying. It's actual. They've put 2 asterisks either side too. Okay. I did it. Done. I did it. Thank you everybody for standing by. I appreciate it. It was important. I don't know if this build is giving what I want it to give, I mean, I think that it looks wintry, but I think that is largely the snowy walls, the falling snow window walls, I think is doing a lot of the heavy lifting there in terms of making it feel wintry. It's very disheartening. It's not vibing with what I had in mind, and I can't really make sense of it right now. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it and come back to it. Maybe I'll snoop around for some inspiration. I gotta find some inspiration. I gotta figure something else out for this because it's not working out like this, I don't think. But that's okay. That's okay. I can come back to it.
Okay, good morning. Well, it's not actually morning anymore. It's 12:25, and I'm already doing my co-working stream because I ended up not having time to record this little bit before starting the stream. So we're already live, but that's okay. That's all right. I put a load of laundry on. I washed my hair, which is a very, very tiring task for me, going and washing my hair and then also like drying it. So that did take a lot of the wind out of my sails this morning, but I did also manage to bring in the dry laundry and put a new load on. So that was good. And like I said, we are doing our co-working stream currently. So I'm going to, I should get caught up with like a little bit of admin and updating all my different like trackers and stuff like that. But I also have an art piece that I'm working on right now for a friend's birthday, which is coming up. So I need to work on that because the birthday is soon. So I'm going to try and work on that a little bit today as well, I think. Let's see, what did we get up to last night? We had some chili. We had some chili for dinner. It was chili, but it was sort of not the way that we usually do it. It turned out that we did not buy any tins of chopped tomatoes when we went to the store. So we still had one in the cupboard, but then Jack had to use a jar of enchilada sauce to make the bulk of the sauce part. So it was, a little bit spicy because the enchilada sauce was already spicy and we didn't know that. Jack had put like actual chilies in it. So a little bit on the spicy side, and then also didn't quite like taste the way that it usually does. He still like, it was still fine. But yeah, we had to sort of, had to improvise a little bit there. But that's okay. And then we just hung out and played some Minecraft. For the Scoop Olympics, like I said, this week is co-op week. So playing games together gets you points. We did some Marvel Rivals the other day with another Scoop Olympian, and yesterday we were doing some Minecraft. So Jack started a new Minecraft world for us to play in together. So we were doing some Minecraft. We started a new little world. I do really enjoy playing Minecraft with Jack because, well, one, he's very familiar with the game. He's been playing it for a while and has been trying to get me to play it for a little while as well. But specifically, I really, really like decorating and building in games, and I have specifically been really enjoying doing it in Minecraft. But I don't like the mining. I don't like the combat. I don't like a lot of the more sort of behind the scenes tasks that make everything like run really smoothly. Like Jack's got like a whole bunch of different like automation stuff set up. He likes the mining and things. So it's a really good combo in that sense. Like we do still like go together. Like we both went last night and explored like some mine tunnels and stuff, but it's a really good combo because I can sort of focus a bit more on the building and decorating, and Jack can focus a bit more on the bits that he likes, and you know, there's good sort of like synergy there, basically. So yeah, he started a new world for us a few days ago, so we were playing on that last night. We're probably gonna do a little bit of that again tonight, although the new Marvel Rivals update is also launching today. Or it launched actually already, I think, by this point. Like I said, it's like 12:30. So this will be the half season update. So season 6.5, number 6. It's the half season update anyway. So they added Deadpool at the start of the season, which was at some point in January. And then they've just added a character called Elsa Bloodstone, who I was not familiar with. I'm not like a big like Marvel person, so I'm not claiming to know most of the characters, but I've never heard of this one. I don't know a lot of the characters. But I'd never really heard of Elsa Bloodstone, but I think she's like a demon hunter or like a vampire hunter or something. I like the look of her. She seems very like cool and interesting. So it'll be maybe fun to eventually check her out. Although, as I've sort of said previously, I am not really one for like learning new characters, especially not when they come out. I played Gambit. I like went in on playing Gambit right when he came out, and now I like almost exclusively play Gambit, but that's like the exception to the rule. Outside of that, I don't generally try and pick up new characters right when they come out, partly because there's always like a big scramble for everyone trying to play the new character right when they're added. So it's like hard to actually try and get time on that character if you play right when the update comes out, but also it takes me a really long time to like learn and get used to new characters. So right now I am, I'm comfortable with Gambit. Actually, I go further than that. I'd say I'm good at Gambit. I'm all right with like Luna Snow, Rocket and Jeff. I've like picked up a little bit. Doctor Strange and Emma, I like can play if we need a tank, but like not very well. And then I've started trying to pick up like a handful of duelist characters as well. But yeah, I'm not so good at like just going in and just learning a new character. So I will probably not be checking out Elsa Bloodstone for a little bit, but she does seem cool. And she is being added today, like I said. So we might be doing some Minecraft, we might be doing some Marvel Rivals, maybe a little bit of both. I will have to see what Jack is feeling. I also am helping out a Twitch friend, Pink Umbrella, who is participating in a Twitch Rivals event, not to be confused with Marvel Rivals. They're participating in a Twitch Rivals event, and they just needed a couple of extra moderators for their stream tonight, so I am going to be also helping out with that and sort of being around to be an extra mod in stream for that, basically. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the co-working stream because, like I said, we are already live, and also I should work on I got some tasks I should work on, so I'm gonna get going on all those, and I will check in with you after the stream, I think. Good morning, little Joey. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm real sleepy. I didn't sleep very well again. I didn't get to sleep till, I don't know, not good time. So, eepy sleepies, but we got to get up to take our four-legged son to the field. We got to take him to the dog field because we are going out for dinner later. It's Valentine's Day today, for context. Happy Valentine's Day. So, yeah, we're going out for dinner this evening, and Joseph is not very good at being left still, so it's best to, we're going to take him to the field for exercise anyway, but specifically it's best to it's best to do it like today before he's like going to be left somewhere. So yeah, we got to leave in like about 20-ish minutes to take him to the dog field. It's a nice sunny day though, so that's good. It's a nice day, huh, bud? Because we had some bad weather. Yeah, we had some bad weather recently. We had some flooding, in fact, and I lost my license plate and some flooded water came and like washed up over the front of my car and knocked my license plate off. We've got a replacement now, so that's all fine. But yeah, the weather's been bad, but it's very nice today, huh? He seems like he's about to like get up and want to play, so I'm gonna have to go do that and also eat my breakfast and also get ready to go. But yeah, that's what we're up to. That's what we're up to today, huh, baby? Yeah. Okay, shall we go get the day started? Yeah, okay, come on. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's like 5-ish. We're going out for dinner. We're leaving in about 45 minutes. So I gotta do my makeup. Also, I know the lighting in here is terrible, both for filming and also for doing my makeup. So, oops. But that's okay. You make do. You make do. The like dressing table in here is very much like a work in progress. We like intend to set up like a big mirror and some lights and stuff at some point, but alas, not yet. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna do like a little bit. Oh, hi, Joey. Are you here for some makeup too? Hi. I'm just gonna do a little bit because time, and also I have just been doing like less makeup in general these days, just from like, I don't know, energy, skincare perspectives kind of thing. Where'd my beauty blender go? Oh, it's here. Trapped behind the phone. So I'm just gonna kind of do like my usual makeup of just like a little bit of sort of skin tint stuff, and maybe like a tiny bit more like eyeshadow than usual or something. That one's just got like a tiny bit of highlight in it, so I just try to put it like places that I would otherwise highlight, and then this one doesn't have a highlight, so I'm just gonna put that down here-ish, you know? But they're both very thin products. Like, I mean, I'm sure you could layer them up, but they're both like not full foundations. They're more sort of tinted. Well, they're not really tinted moisturizers either, because as I've said previously, like even tinted moisturizers are too foundation-y, so I don't really know what they technically call them. This is plumping tinted serum. The plumping part, I don't know, but it's tinted serum. And the other one, Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. Okay. The point is they're not like full foundation products, so it's not like a full face of of makeup basically. I used to like really not use blush because in my head I was like, oh well, my cheeks are really red, so if I use blush, like that's just gonna like accentuate it, like my cheeks are already red and I don't want that. So I used to just not use blush, but that I think was a mistake because the redness on my cheeks naturally is like down here, which is not where you want your blush. So I found that sort of like, leaning in and doing like a bit of a blushier look can kind of like detract from the redness down here. So I've been doing a bit of blush, more blush these days. So I think that's better, to be honest. I did say I don't usually contour, but I am actually gonna just use like a little bit of like highlight. I know that you like can't even really like see very much of it in the phone. I'll try and take a little clip that's in like better lighting, and also like with my outfit on and stuff. Oh, let me do my earrings actually. I never wear earrings anymore either. Well, okay, let me rephrase. I never wear like your typical earlobe earrings anymore. I have piercings in my ears that stay there 24/7. I've got 2 in this year and 2 in this year. So like I do have, it depends on like your definition of earring, I suppose, but I don't really wear like earlobe earrings very much these days. I actually have 3 holes in each lobe. I used to wear like, studs in the top 2 and then change out the main one all the time. I actually think some of them have closed up now too, because it's been so long. That's okay. Oh my god, my fingers are slippery from the product and I can't get the back on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just some little like, little knot stud. I don't know what you call them. I don't know. I'm going to wear my hair down anyway, so you're not even really going to see them, to be honest. So this is something I got recently, actually. It's an REM Beauty product. I actually didn't realize it was REM Beauty when I picked it up, but we don't get that over here anyway. When I was in San Diego for TwitchCon, I picked it up. I think I just got a little bit on my eyelashes. Hopefully not. I picked it up when I was in San Diego in like TK Maxx or TJ. It's TJ Maxx over there. It's TK over here. It's just like a little liquid eyeshadow, and I learned from the first time that I learned from the first time I tried to use it. That's what I'm trying to say. That it goes on quite thick. So just use like a teeny tiny bit. Are those even? You can't tell because the lighting's not even. I can't tell either for the same reason. I think they're not even. Oh, I'm gonna struggle to get like just a teeny tiny bit onto here though. Maybe that'll do it. I have like 3 versions of my face right now because I can like see it in the camera preview. I'm using like a small circular face mirror, and then there's also a bigger mirror on the dressing table, but none of them are quite what I need, unfortunately, between the lighting and like the distance, but that's all right. Anyway, yeah, it's the REM Beauty liquid eyeshadow. I don't know the shade actually. Oh my god, the writing is tiny. I think it's called BRB. I'm gonna move my small mirror so that I can get like right up in my eyeball for eyeliner purposes. Okay, I'm gonna tightline on the top. Maybe I'll tightline on the bottom. I don't know. For a while, I felt like tightlining the bottom, it was like too heavy. Oh, you can see, you can see in the back. It's one of those 2 side mirrors, where one side is like more zoomed and the other's not. I have my friend Egg's stream up because today's her birthday. So she's live. Obviously I can't hear it right now because I turned the sound off, but it's still there. Oh, that was very dramatic. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see anything. It's because the only light on right now is the overhead light, which is like behind me and up there. And it's obviously like bouncing off the mirrors and like illuminating my face a little bit. Like you can see the patches of it, but it's very not ideal lighting, obviously. So alas, gonna brush my lashes out with the clean spoolie. Well, it's not clean, it needs washing, but a non-mascara spoolie. I could probably move this. Actually, no, I'll keep it. Because I realize it's blocking, like, it's just in, like, half the shot. It's just, like, reflecting the back of the mirror is just reflecting the rest of the dressing table. But that's fine. Give my lashes a quick curl. Let's mascara it up. I don't like to go too heavy on the mascara. Especially because it never really, like, comes off of my eyelashes properly. Like, I don't like to, like, scrub away at them. So when I like remove my makeup, it sometimes feel like I'm not getting it. Also, I feel like I'm hitting like 1 or 2 little hairs and they're gonna be getting mascara on them. Mm-hmm. Get the bottom ones a tiny bit. I don't know why I'm looking in here as if I can see anything. Listen, I'm content creating on a budget, okay? I don't have the money for like all those different expensive cameras and lights and whatever else. I'm making do with what I got. and occasionally I can upgrade one of my pieces of equipment. Like recently I got the little mic I've been using in this one, the little like portable mic. Didn't have that before. I only had the Yeti that's attached to the computer. So anytime I wanted like decent audio, actually even then it has its own problems, but anytime I wanted like decent voiceover audio, I'd have to record at the computer, or at least near the computer. So little by little, I am getting stuff, you know. Eventually, one day, I'll have all the stuff that I would need. You know, it's okay. I don't think you need really expensive stuff to do content creation. I think you make do with what you have, and then, like I said, you know, little by little, you upgrade things as and when you have the means, and that's okay. Do I want to put a little bit of like lip liner on? I feel like I might actually, just because like as much as I love the Nivea Cherry Shine and Blackberry Shine ones that are like a little bit of lip tint, because they are just primarily like a lip balm, they don't like necessarily leave your lips with like 100% coverage in terms of like the color. So just because like we are going out to dinner to eat, I am just gonna use like a little bit of lip liner. Actually, what have I got in terms of lip liners? That's like a nude. It's gonna have to be this one, which is like it's a little on the red side, but that's okay. Actually, you can't really see it. I guess in my head, because it was lip balm, it wasn't like that colored, but actually it's pretty tinted. Also, I've messed up at the top, but that's okay. Stop. Why am I trying to sing while I'm doing lip liner? Girl, gotta sing without moving your lips. That'll do. I did just say a little bit. Also, like I said, I fucked up that side. You can't really see it. You can't really see anything. Let me try and fix it. I'm just gonna redo a tiny bit. Well, I say redo. I actually didn't really do that much. But just actually, I probably want the other one. The concealer under my eyes, just because it's like the dark shadows. I get really bad dark shadows, and I'm told that it's like partly just like a genetic thing. Some people are just like a little bit more like predisposed to them, but also like if you pile on certain like, it depends on what you put on them, but like sometimes piling makeup on can like make it worse. Same with like peach fuzz, which is a similar color. Well, mine is anyway. Dark circles can come in like different colors, I think, but mine's very like peach fuzz colored. Like if you kind of pile makeup on, it can sometimes like make it a lot more noticeable. So I try not to like put too much stuff on my under eyes. Also, my face is like getting quite like pink where I'm sort of overheating. Not ideal. I might just redo this layer as well. But anyway, the point is I try not to put too much stuff on my under eyes for that reason. But they were just looking particularly dark, so I was just doing like a tiny bit of concealer. But I have like two concealers. I have a concealer that's like closer to my like actual skin color, and then I have one that's like slightly lighter for the under eyes, just so it can sort of be like a bit brightening. Because if I put anything too dark, it's just gonna make it look dark because it's already dark, you know? Okay, I'm like very overheating. Let me have some water. Water time. Okay, I feel like, what time is it? Oh yeah, it's 5:30. I better hustle, so that's probably gonna have to be done. Let me I'm gonna bring y'all this way and like face the light so you can, okay, well that's obviously not gonna look good either because that's like really blown out. So just like imagine, like split the difference. What if I go this way? Okay, that's like a little bit better, but like it's still not like perfect. But you can kind of see my makeup a bit. Again, I didn't really like put that much makeup on anyway, to be fair. So, all right, I need to get dressed. I think I'm just gonna wear, well, why am I describing? I'll just show you. I'll show you what I end up wearing. Silly me, show don't tell, you know? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get dressed and then we need to get ready and go shortly. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a second. It's Sunday. I ended up just chilling last night after we got in from the restaurant. Dinner was really, really nice. We went to a new barbecue place. Well, new to us. A friend recommended it like a couple weeks ago. So we were giving that a go, and it was very, very tasty. We got a like mixed starter with some. It came with like fried squid, grilled prawns, and also like a trio of sliders, all of which were very, very nice. The place just basically specializes in like smoked and like grilled meats, and it was so it was very like meat heavy, but it was really, really tasty. And then the main, we split a pit tray so you can get like up to 3 mains, like three meats, and then a couple of sides and sauces, and all of the stuff was really, really good. We got a bit stuffed while we were there, because there was a lot of food, but it was all really, really tasty. So definitely gonna go back at some point. And it was pretty inexpensive too. I mean, it ended up being like 65 pounds, I think, but a lot of that was Jack got a special cocktail which was like 14 or 15, so that was a big contributor. So it was pretty reasonably priced as well, but it was really, really good. And then we were just hanging out the rest of the evening. It was my friend Egg's birthday yesterday, so she was doing a special birthday stream, so we were kind of hanging out watching that, had some little chocolates, and then this morning got up, went to the grocery store to do our weekly food shop, and I am doing another co-working stream. Like I said, I was planning on doing the co-working stream today because I need to organize my craft box. So I've already unpacked the craft box. Like this was the bin that had like all of the crafting stuff in it. I've already unpacked that, which is good. I need to sort of find some homes for the stuff that I'm keeping. I am getting rid of a lot of it's just like crap. So I have gotten rid of like a fair amount of stuff, but yeah, just need to find homes for everything now. So that's what we're doing. That's why I'm sitting on the floor. A lot of it is, at one point I was making a bunch of like Christmas ornaments, like various little, there were like lots of different like sort of like Pinterest ideas of like, oh, here's a cute little homemade ornament you could do. And also a few just little like random Christmassy bits that my mom had and was getting rid of, like this sort of like silvery pine cone, I think, for example. And I was sort of like, oh, well, I'll just take those. Like, I think I was back home visiting her for Christmas at that point. And I was like, oh, I'll just take those and I'll like do something with them. So I'm probably going to get rid of like a lot of that stuff. Like, it's all well and good to like do a craft for something, especially if it's just using items that you just kind of like have around. But then when you're saving, like specifically setting aside items for those crafts simultaneously with like a bunch of other crafts that you're setting aside like items for, it all kind of like builds up. And then especially because I haven't ended up like doing anything clearly with a lot of them. So a lot of it is just going to be thrown away, I think, because it does not need to be kept. But some of it's worth keeping. Like I've got like a bunch of spare buttons and like some little craft feathers, little bits of felt. Like I don't have a specific use for them right now, but they are like relatively sort of compact, and like I might feasibly use them at some point. Like it's not completely unheard of that I might find a use for them, basically. And so I'm finding homes for them all in a couple of the drawers of the craft cart, I'm referring to it as, which had it has a bunch of my painting stuff in it, and also the stuff I used to decorate my bullet journal. But then there were 2 drawers here, these 2 drawers, which just basically had like random crafty crap thrown in them, like a couple of sewing projects that like a couple of things that need repairing basically were in there, and some of the crochet stuff, but not all of it, and not most of my yarn. Most of my yarn won't fit. I'll need to find a home for that as well today, but just like a couple of little bits. So I've kind of taken everything out of those, and I'm going to start, I've put a lot of the craft box stuff that I'm keeping into this one. I do still have this drawer as well, which is good. So I do think I have like plenty of space. It's just finding a home for all of the items now, basically. So yeah. Like I said, we are doing a co-working stream right now. We're going to be working for one less, because normally I'll do 5 sessions of 50 minutes working, 10 minutes break. So 5 hours total. We're going to be doing one less session than usual today. So wrapping up the co-working around 4, because I am going to be playing Marvel Rivals with Jack, but then also with Bearcat, who is a member of the community. She's also taking part in the Scoop Olympics. And so we get points for playing together. We get points if it's our first time playing with that person. And they've never played Marvel Rivals before as well. And like I said, the update launched recently. There's a bunch of reasons. But so yeah, at 4-ish, we're going to be switching over to do some Marvel Rivals as well. I think I'm going to also do that like on stream, because I'll already be live, and we get bonus points for for doing it on stream. So I think I might just stay live and do like an hour and a half or so of Marvel Rivals with some pals. So that's the plan. And then after that, I will have to see, because I am very, very tired. I'm very tired. I'm still sort of like learning with the CFS. I'm still sort of learning my boundaries, basically. Like what I can do feasibly, like within 1 week, without sort of putting myself into post-exertional malaise and stuff like that. So I'm still sort of getting used to that and figuring out, okay, if I, do this many tasks on the weekend, then like, how is that going to affect my like sort of weekly streaming schedule, and vice versa? If I stick with the stream schedule that I have, like how does that leave me energy wise for like the rest of the weekdays and stuff like that. So I am still sort of like figuring all of that out. And like I said, I did have a really like busy last weekend, and then also on Wednesday I went out and did a lot of stuff, so it has been like a very tiring time. Plus my sleep's not been the best, which, obviously that doesn't help. But yeah, there has been a lot going on, so like I am still very much sort of recovering from that still. So it would be good to get some rest in this evening, I think. It should probably be a sensible plan, because there's been a lot going on, like I said. So, but yeah, I am unpacking and organizing the craft box, which will be good, because then we're also going to gain this like plastic. There's nothing wrong with the tub itself, obviously, just like a little plastic locking lid, so can be used to store stuff in the garage, which is good. And I'm gonna find homes for all this stuff, which will be great, because I haven't I've been meaning to organize this for a while, so nice to finally do that. And then I will check in with everyone after the stream. Wish me luck. Also, it's really, really dusty. Like this, the stuff in the craft box, obviously the box has been sealed, but like it's still like a little bit dusty inside, and also the craft box, like the outside of it, is quite dusty. So I'm getting attacked a little bit by the dust, but alas. All right, here we go. Welcome to fatigue day. Oops, that's okay though. Yeah, I don't know how much of it is, exertion fatigue, and how much of it is my sleep has been absolutely rotten, because I really did not get good sleep last night either, which was not ideal, but I am feeling incredibly crummy today. So that's good. It's not good. I don't feel the best today. Monday would usually be a co-working stream day. I did still want to provide that co-working space for the community. So I am live right now. I am streaming, but I am doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a like no mic, no cam co-working day. I have On Together up, and the the usual task list and focus timers and stuff are running, and I am still, I'm like checking chat and stuff, like I am still like co-working alongside the people in the stream. I'm just not like on stream, as it were. I do sometimes do that, like when I'm feeling sort of a little bit less myself. I do sometimes use a PNG tuber instead of having my camera on, but I'll still like be on mic. But today I just didn't want, the pressure of being on camera, or of having to like speak and chat with everyone and sort of be switched on for that. So this was a sort of like a compromise, because I didn't want to just not do the regularly scheduled stream. Like I said, I did still want to provide that co-working space for people. But this way I have a little bit more freedom to like take more breaks and step away from the computer a bit more if I feel I need to, and I don't have to be sort of like as switched on, basically. So yeah, I am doing my usual Monday co-working stream, but just like a little bit different to usual. And I'm trying to get like the necessary things done while also very much like taking it easy. In addition to being extra tired, I also have been dealing with a lot of eye strain recently. I get really bad eye strain from like spending too much time like looking at working at the PC, and also looking at my phone. It ends up just sort of being held too close to my face, and then that's bad for my eyes. It gets particularly bad when I am staying up late and using my phone when I like can't go to sleep, and then I'm on my phone, because that's like, it's very close to my face when I'm like using it lying down in bed. So that like makes the eye strain worse. Plus the like being tired and not sleeping well also means that my like, if I am getting like a good sleep, then my eyes are getting like plenty of rest and time to recover, whereas they haven't been getting that time. So between those things, I am dealing with a lot of eye strain. So I do want to try and like balance tasks where I need to be looking at the things and tasks where I can sort of like give my eyes a little bit of a break, basically. I did a little bit of admin. I made my stream schedule because I hadn't done that last night. I normally try and do it Sunday evenings, but I posted in the Discord last night just being like, hey, like I haven't had the energy to make my schedule yet. I will go live for some co-working tomorrow, but I'll make my schedule then. So I have now done that. Posted my schedule and done a couple other little like admin bits that I needed to do. I think I might like put on some comfort media and maybe do like a little bit of coloring or something. I did really want to do some watercolor at some point. I actually got a watercolor coloring book for Christmas from an artist that I like called Inky Paper House. They released a like watercolor coloring book of a lot of different like buildings and stuff, which someone got me for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. So I did want to maybe do some painting like at some point to like, start checking that out. It's been a little while since I've done any painting, but I don't really think that I have the spoons for that today. There's also like not really a whole lot of space to do it. I mean, I could do it sort of like where my keyboard is. That's usually when I am doing painting for like streams and stuff. That's usually where I do it. But I don't know. There's like a couple things out and about, which like I am going to probably tidy away anyway. But on top of that, I don't know if I have the spoons for painting today, but I might like to do like at least a little bit of coloring or something. But yeah, it's been a very, very tiring time. And like I said, I've been sleeping like absolute crap, so I am not feeling the best. So yeah, I compromised with the stream, which I think was a good idea, and I think it's going okay. And I'm gonna, like I said, go about some tasks while also trying to take it easy, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna continue with that. Also, Joey's hanging out in my office right now, so I have a little cam pointed at him for the stream, which is nice. He's having a little nap. So good for him. I have a little bit of a cold now. Oh no. Thank you all so much for coming along with me this week. I feel like I got a good amount of stuff done. I really appreciated the company, and I hope y'all enjoyed hanging out with me. I can't remember if I've addressed it or not yet in this video, but I know that I never finished Night in the Woods Part 2, or the other two parts for that matter. I started editing it and realized that I had the same audio issues in the recording as I had in Part 1, which just made editing it, it was like really disheartening, and I really like couldn't bring myself to finish it, so I'm still working on that. And then in addition to the audio issues with the recording, I also just spent like the last couple months of 2025 just like in really bad PEM, sort of recovering from the fatigue of like the travel and everything like that. So I didn't have a whole lot of bandwidth for any sort of work, to be honest. So that also didn't help. But I'm trying to sort of get caught up and get back to sort of more regular posting. So I do hope to have part 2 edited and up soon, and then I will eventually get back and record the other parts of that, as well as, you know, I have a couple other video ideas sort of in the works too. All that to say, those will be, you know, those are on the way. I haven't abandoned the Night in the Woods. And I hope to get back to more regular posting soon. If any of that is of interest to you, you could subscribe to the channel so you'll get notified when I upload new things. I'd really appreciate that. And also let me know down in the comments what sort of videos you'd like to see more of. Also, just a reminder, if you're after more content from me, I do stream over on Twitch 4 days a week. Like I said, thank you all so much for spending some of your time with me today. I really appreciate you all being here. I hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you in another video. Bye everyone!